Hi, I'm Katherine Tedman-Aucoin,
And I'm Andrew Giles.
and today we're presenting the On-Call General Surgery Resident Wellness, Patient Safety, and Thoughts on Systemic Change. Over the past 2 decades, there's been a worldwide movement to address what is perceived to be excessive work hours for physicians because of a belief that there are significant impacts on physician wellness and quality of care. In 2003, the ACGME limited weekly work hours to 80 per week, and this was amended to 2011 to consecutive hours, including 16 plus 4 for first-year residents and 24 plus 6 for other residents. This heated up in Quebec in 2011 that put a limit on the maximum number of consecutive hours worked to 16. The purpose, to increase quality of life for residents and increase in patient safety. In Canada, a national task force was formed in 2013 and made many recommendations with respect to how training programs could address these issues. There is evidence that fatigue affects cognitive and behavioral performance, and long hours lead to burnout, but not that a tired resident is an unsafe resident or that decreased work hours improves patient safety. There is also some evidence that these actions of reducing work hours had the potential to actually decrease quality of life and reduce patient safety. In addition, the issues affecting resident wellness and quality of care probably differ depending on specialty and local circumstances. Ultimately, a recognition that a one-size-fits-all solution is not an ideal approach. Ultimately, they recommended a more comprehensive approach to minimize fatigue and optimize performance, and the need to find alternative solutions that meet the needs of all parties.
In light of this, we felt that there was insufficient evidence to support implementation of these suggested restrictions at our institution. We therefore sought local data on the activities performed by residents while on call in order to identify potential areas for improvement that may simultaneously enhance resident wellness and maintain or improve patient safety. We then conducted a prospective cohort study of McMaster General Surgery residents. These residents collected data on event logs while on call. These were then later categorized into activity type, priority, who should have been responsible for that activity, whether the activity was deemed time appropriate or not, and the timing of the activity. Getting into our results, a total of 795 activities were recorded across 41 shifts. 71% of these activities occurred after hours between 5 p.m. and 7 a.m. The majority of activities performed were of patient assessment, followed by emergency room consultation, and then a variety of tasks related to the ward, such as orders required, care inquiry, clarification of existing orders, and administrative tasks.
Here we've divided the activities by priority level and time periods. As you can see, there is no differentiation between high, medium, and low priority activities, and this was non-significant, meaning that low and medium priorities were still happening overnight. In addition, we looked at time appropriateness as deemed by the resident on call. Most activities during the day were deemed time appropriate, but this was significantly different after hours, with again low and medium priorities still getting through, and this was even more significantly different after midnight. In 76% of the cases, the resident called was the most appropriate person. However, 24% of the time, the resident was not the appropriate person, meaning that they needed to call another medical doctor or that they needed to call another healthcare provider. Unfortunately, this didn't differentiate after hours. So after 5 p.m. and after midnight, they continued to call the wrong person 24% of the time.
In summary, this unique study is an attempt to quantify the activities performed by residents while on call. We identified 2 areas that could serve as potential targets for change. First, restricting time-inappropriate tasks, such as low and medium priority requests after midnight, and second, ensuring that the correct, responsible individual is being paged after hours. This may allow for rest periods that improve resident quality of life while maintaining patient safety. Thank you for the opportunity to share this work. Please feel free to contact us if you would like to explore this in greater detail.